All right, you guys, so the first thing you do when you have a water leak is you want to locate your meter. So mine just happens to be right here by the house. You take you a pair of channel locks, pop the top on it, go ahead and pull that up. Watch out for critters. Sometimes there's widows, sometimes there's snakes in here. There's the meter lid right there. Pull the top on it. Mine's a little bit dirty, but you're able to tell if you have a leak or not. If you look at these numbers right here, that little piece right here, that's actually a button. So if you hold that down, it should change over here shortly. Sometimes it takes a little bit. There it goes. With no water running in the house, it should show 0.00 gallons per minute, which mine shows 000 since I don't have any water going. But if you do have a leak, everything is off in the house, that number can be 1 gallon per minute, it can be 2, it just depends on how bad your leak is. So that's an easy way to tell right there if you have a leak or not. Now, if you do have a leak, the next step you want to do is always first locate your meter box, and then second, you want to go ahead and get your water shut off once you've located your leak itself. There's a valve right here. You can use a T-handle like I have, or you can use a pair of channel locks. And you're going to turn that valve all the way until it stops, and then you can verify by checking your meter again to see what your gallons per minute are. If it's 0.00, you've got the water off, you're good to do the work. Alright, you guys, I'm going to show you a couple easy ways to repair a water leak at your house. I've got a few different examples here of most commonly what you see. You'll see PVC, or you will see copper pipe, or in newer homes, you will see PEX pipe. I'm going to show you a few easy ways to do this yourself at the house. Now, I've demonstrated that by poking a hole right here in the center. So something like this, you're going to need a few different things to make it work. This is 3/4 inch PVC, which is important to know when you're going to get material. You want to identify what you've got, what size it is, what type of material. Then you can go from there. There's a few different options here. So something like this. Say this piece of pipe right here has a hole in it, right where it's poked. And say this is in the ground, right? And it's tight. On either side, you've got it dug up. There's dirt over here, there's dirt over here. There's not much play in this. And so a lot of times what I like to do, if you have the tools, is you can take this 3/4 inch, which I've got a 1/2 inch here, but you get a 3/4 inch male thread adapter, and you can put these female PEX adapters onto it. Now, to do the PEX, which is down there on the right, you have to have a crimping tool like this, which is a stainless crimping tool that's 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and a good pair of cutters like this, and your PEX pipe. But you can take and you put your dope on each side of this. Just dope alone will be fine. Tighten it up, not all the way super tight, but get it good and tight. If you tighten it too much, it'll crack on you. But you can take both of these, take your primer and your glue, cut on both sides of your hole, glue this to one side, glue this to the other, and what that allows is you can take a flexible piece of PEX like this, and instead of having to fight it in like regular PVC you would, you can take this and it bends. And so you can take, measure in between there and there, cut you a piece that you need. I usually stick it up to it like that, cut you a piece. You'll take these stainless crimp rings you can pick up, look just like this, 1/2 inch, both sides like so. Slide them on your fitting, which it'll be, you know, in a little bit of a bind, but it won't be bad. Then that water leak you had right here, that'll be your new section of pipe over it. You take your crimpers, crimp both sides of that. Then you can go back to your meter, make sure that it's not spinning, and that's how you fix a PVC leak. There's a couple other ways. So that's one, if it's in a bind, it makes it really easy to do. You do have to have the crimping tool, but it's well worth it. Another way is to do just simple PVC for PVC pipe. Take your joint, make your cut, around your leak. Glue your fittings on, measure in between the two pieces, middle to middle, and then you take a piece and you slide right in the middle of those. And that would repair that leak as well. Another simple way, if it's in a bind and all you have is PVC, is what they call a swing joint. You can glue this onto one end like that, glue this end onto the other. It's a little bit of measuring involved this way, but they'll glue up like that, and then you'll put your 290s on top, and that allows you to get out of that bind that you're in, because you can stand these straight up. You can take and measure, glue these two pieces together, and then stick it straight on top of that. That's what they call a swing joint. And it looked just something like that, but imagine pipe in between them. And that would fix that leak in the center and take that pressure off if it's in the dirt. My favorite way for the homeowner is something simple like this. You can take and put this in between, but the easiest way, if you're a homeowner, as a plumber, I don't really recommend it or do it too often, but you know, as an easy fix for a homeowner, you can take shark bites. Now they have different kinds of shark bites. Most of your regular shark bites, they'll work for copper, for PEX, and for CPVC pipe, not PVC. But you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot and find a PVC by PEX or copper, and it'll work for this. And then all you have to do, it's very, very simple. These right here, they simply just push on to whatever pipe you're using. So literally all you would have to do is make your cut right here, take your PVC end of your shark bite, slide it up on there, slide one on the other side, just like so. Take you a piece of PEX in between, cut it center to center, poke it in there, your leak is fixed. It's pretty much the same thing here, except all you're doing is doing away with these fittings and putting shark bites on either side like so. And that would fix your leak. There's one more way for PVC pipe, and that's what's called an expansion coupling. And so this right here tightens on to one end. It's got a rubber in there that seals it. Now you glue this end to one side of your PVC pipe and it tightens up right there. Now the other end, it can move a little bit. It can pull out and go in. And so how that works is you glue this in, you take a coupling, you glue it down on this end, and you make sure you have enough room to slide this fitting into your glue joint here. And that allows you that room where you don't have to pry it or budge it. You can simply just glue this on both ends, make sure you have enough pipe, glue this side, and slide it into place, just like so. Now there's a few ways to fix your PVC. Now if we move down to copper, there's a few different ways as well. Again, with the shark bites on this, you get a 3/4 shark bite, just like so. This is 3/4 inch copper. My hole's right there. I'm gonna cut both sides of that with a copper cutter that looks like this. You can get these at Lowe's as well. You just stick it on there, you tighten a little bit, rotate it around and around, tighten a little more, rotate around and around until it cuts the copper where you need it. It helps to make you some marks like so on either side of your leak. You'll cut both of them there. Your shark bites, just simply you push them up on each side of that after you cut it. Boom, boom. And then in between, you take a piece of PEX and you do the same thing. You push it in, go back to your meter, turn your water on, make sure it's not leaking. That's the easiest way to fix a copper leak, is shark bites on either side with a short piece of PEX in between them. Now the other way is to sweat. You can get a sweat tool, get some solder, get a couple barbs like this that adapt to PEX, sweat them on each side like so, and put you a piece of PEX in the middle with the crimp rings, just like so. And that's a way to take care of your leak in the center there. Now another way that professionals do it, a lot of people have started using ProPress, which is as simple as make your cuts, slide this up on here, slide it on there, put you a piece of copper in between. You take your press tool, which looks like this. You crimp both sides, bam, 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 new piece of copper in between them, and your leak is fixed. Now we'll move on to PEX. PEX is super adaptable. For most of homeowners just trying to fix a leak, a SharkBite's really the way to go. It's super easy. You don't have to buy any tools. It works for PEX to copper. You can take a piece of PEX like so, and the SharkBite, I'll show you how it works. It's just got a little tube. Take a piece of PEX, stick it in there, push really hard, make sure it clicks, rotate it a little, and that's literally good to go. That'll hold your water. And you can take it with a piece of copper like so, like I've got right here, and you can adapt from PEX to copper by just simply pushing it on each side. But there's a few ways to fix a PEX leak. You can do SharkBites either side, put a piece of PEX in between and repair it. Or you can do the crimp style again, coupling on each side, piece in between, crimp it and repair it. Like I said, the SharkBite tends to be the easiest because you can, most of your homeowners, you're gonna have copper in your house or PVC. You can take, if you buy a PVC by PEX SharkBite, you get 2 of those, put it on either side of your PVC right here, and just put you a piece of PEX in between and bam, you fixed your leak. Same thing for copper. Put your 2 SharkBites either side, piece of PEX in between, you fixed your leak.